Hey, it's Adele from Let's Get Inkie, and today I've got a little special guest.
Hello.
I've got Inkie Beard joining me in today's
Hope
voiceover.
you're all doing excellently.
Yes, I have had a little break, but I'm back. If you don't subscribe to my main channel, Inkie Quill, the whole fam's been sick for like 8 weeks, and
It feels like it's been forever.
it does. Not pandemic related, but
It's just winter.
It's just winter jams and daycare jams.
Yeah, daycare is like the world's worst petri dish.
Cesspit.
Yeah.
But we're back. And we're diving into some Traveller's notebooking today. And I did a bit of a flippy flap.
A what?
A flippy flap. It's called a tip-in.
Ah.
I like to call it a
Why
flippy
is it
flap.
called a tip-in? That makes no sense.
Because tip it in.
Tip it in. Tippity tips. Please, in the
know.
comments, if you know why it's called a tip-in, please let us
Riddle
know.
us that.
Because that makes no sense.
I'm not quite sure, but here I am not trusting my washi tape as per usual. So I used some double-sided tape just because it is...
Oh, that's what that was, right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yes, I put some double-sided tape down just because it is going to be a flippy flap and will be opened and closed. I don't want it to fall off.
Yeah.
And this...
That's such a great idea.
You have to...
Because it's basically painter's tape.
It is.
Like,
it's not...
It has no
the
real
strongest,
adhesion.
No, it's not the strongest thing. The card, the 3x8 inch card, is from my Citrus Twist monthly subscription. I don't usually use them as a 3x8 card. You get one in every monthly pack, and I think it's designed to work with their albums that they have that are specifically smaller.
Right, okay. Because I was going to say,
But-
it's a very odd
Yeah, it's a different
shape,
size.
size.
I usually chop it in half and use it as two 3x4 cards.
That's a good idea.
Yes, but today I thought I would use it as a bit of a tip-in because it's the right height. And it's very green, but as are my photos.
It's very green. Look at that cool dude.
Yes.
Look at him.
Yeah, so today we're scrapping all about fashion because Archie's fashion style is hilarious sometimes.
Clearly gets it from his mother.
Well,
that's a picture
why,
of you, isn't it?
Yeah, that's so. I included one of my favourite photos in my favourite
Amazing.
clothes when I was older than Archie. I was probably about 6, maybe, and I have on a nice. So I was born in 1989, so lived through the 90s fluoro kind of stage. And headbands. I had chunky headbands that my nana made. So I've got a nice knotted headband. I've got my mum's necklace, a nice fluoro top, frizzy skirt, rainbow socks, and I'm pretty sure I have sandals as well.
Oh,
It's a look, that's for sure. And then this photo of Arch, one day we went for a family walk around our neighbourhood, and he was having an ice block, which was just water with a bit of food colouring in it. He loves them. He loves them. They help him not go hyper with the sugar.
he needs no sugar.
He needs no added
Ever.
sugar. Yeah, that should be his tagline. And so he wanted to pick these particular shoes to match his yellow ice block. And then he wanted to wear this blanket that he has that has a little like hooded bit in it, and he wanted to wear that around the block. Now
That Violet is absolutely
she's so
obsessed
with it. I don't know how he's going to deal when she finds it and takes it as her own blanket.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I should add, this day he was, he's eating an ice block and it's shorts and t-shirt weather. It was probably about 35 degrees and he's wearing
And
a
that's-
blanket on his head
Yeah,
around.
it's
around
one
the
of those
block.
like fake mink
Yes.
blankets as well. It is a warm blanket.
Yeah, so that's what we're working with today. And then you can see my fashion sense has changed a little bit from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. I'm wearing my mum uniform, I call it. It's like black leggings and a stripy top. That's what mums wear. That's my go-to outfit. And I decided to embrace all the green and use up a lot of green things while I had the chance.
And usually lie dormant.
Yes, they do. They do a little bit. And so I also use this bird. Now, Riddle me this, peeps. If you've used this bird, what did you use it with? Because it has a little
Which
funny...
bird?
I think is it a quail? I don't... It's got a
Am
little...
I blind?
Down there, it's got a dingle dangle on its
Oh,
head.
right.
Like a little, like, woohoo. On the top
Like one
his
of those,
head.
like, pinhead pigeon type
Yeah,
things.
and I'm not a fan of it. So I decided to put it on this page because we were outside, and I thought birds are outside, so we'll roll with we'll roll with that. Also added a butterfly, peeps. You know how I feel about butterflies. We're attacking birds, green and butterflies on the same page.
I'm surprised you didn't get like a tree sticker or something. Put on there.
I was feeling very enthusiastic. There's 2 birds on this page. There's one on the back of the card. Oh, we're zooming in on the birds. I also added one of my little yellow flowers from the, what month are we in now? August. So the July Inkie printables over on Patreon. And then I am doing a little brush scripty title, I guess you could call it, with my Tombow dual brush markers. I also washi too long here, so put that away. And I was going to call it it's called Fashion Darling, but I decided with honey because darling wouldn't quite fit.
I thought you were just going to put mum.
Oh, I should have done
It's
that.
called fashion mum.
I should have done that.
It sounds like something Arch would say.
It definitely does. So I am adding a little bit of a more touch of blue here. I went with blue because I'd already done too much green, and the blue brought out the blue on his shirt.
Yeah. Have you told the peeps about his fashion things?
No, not a lot.
Oh, okay.
He likes particular things.
Because I don't remember how it started, but we were getting changed for a bath or something, and he had his like singlet on one arm.
Oh yes.
And he would just walk around going fashion.
Yeah. So he
Like a goober.
like a one-shouldered top.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that he loves is he calls them player socks.
Nice.
Because his uncle is a rugby player and he wears tall socks.
Yeah.
And so he associates
That's
any
like,
socks that
that's
aren't
the only
anklets.
time
Yeah.
he has seen knee-high socks.
Yeah, because we just wear anklet socks.
Yeah.
And he just wears anklet socks to daycare. So he loves his player socks. And today he wore player socks pulled up to the knee with his jeans pulled up.
Pulled up so that you could see
so that you
his
could see the
socks.
tops of his player socks. Fashion.
Oh, mate.
Yeah. So now I am cutting out a few more little bits from my July Inkie printables. I've got some scripty words that I'm adding. I thought walk among the wildflowers was appropriate because we went for a walk. Wasn't quite among the wildflowers. It was more so along people's front lawns. But walk among the front lawns doesn't quite sound as whimsical. So I went with wildflowers instead. Also went with this today, just to pick up a little bit more of the yellow and the flowers on the left-hand page. And then, like always, I'm doing my journaling with my Pilot G2 pen in the 07 size. It's my favourite one to work with. And I wish I wrote this fast. Supersonic speed. I always speed up the writing because I feel like it takes too long for you guys to watch. Whoa, super speedy writing. So I went on the back of this tip-in or flippy flap. I decided to do a little bit
It's another bird.
longer. I know, yeah.
He's just gone bird mad.
Bird mad. Amazing bird mad, apparently. And then look, a green tiny word sticker, peeps. If you're just tuning into this video, I have a slight aversion for green. And
Not that you would know it from this page.
No, and I'm also not a fan. I have a butterfly phobia because they're just like moths. They're just pretty moths, and no moths, no. And I'm also not a fan of birds in scrapbooking supplies. I don't know what it is. I just don't. They scare
It's
me.
not like you would usually use them that often, I would think.
No, well, they're just kind of like meant to be like a cute thing, like a star. Here's a bird. Burb. Adding a few little minor details here. We have gone a bit tangenty on the voiceover today. It's a bit of an entertaining voiceover today.
That's what happens when Inkie Beard's in the house.
Yes.
Sorry, peeps.
If you are interested in more Inkie Beard too, he has his own YouTube channel, which he hasn't uploaded to for a long
ages
time.
and
It's a bit
ages.
dusty, but it's got lots of
It is.
journaling things over there. Then I went back to the flippy flap and I thought I was done. But I thought, let's add lemons. Because
when life gives you lemons.
when life gives you birds, you stick on lemons. No, well, I honestly thought I don't use green and yellow a lot. And I'm trying to use stickers that I wouldn't typically use when I have the opportunity to use them, if that makes
Fair
sense.
enough, yeah.
So
like
because this
it
page,
makes sense.
yeah, it was green and yellow and it had planty bits
Go
and
mad.
they're outside photos, so I thought it would work. Tried to make this one stick in and managed to stick it in. This is another little inky printable, and pop that one on, and this page has come to a finish. I'm zooming through this insert. It's going to be finished in a couple of months, I think, before Christmas. There'll be a flip through, I reckon.
Nice.
Yes. So let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. If there's a particular thing that you avoid in projects, what do you avoid? Mine, green, birds, moths, butterflies. And I managed to attack a lot of them in this page. But let me know
And
what
if you know why it's called a tip-in.
Yes, why is it called a tip-in? Jazz hands. We're all done. There is the flap. I really love this, and I should do tip-ins more often. Let me know if you do them.
I have a thought. Maybe it's because they used to be pockets and you would tip a bunch of glitter and stuff in it.
Maybe.
That's my theory. I'm sticking with it.
Maybe. All right, peeps, work on your theories, and I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.